There was a time when I felt busy, but not accomplished. Training every day, showing up, doing what was expected. Yet nothing felt earned. Nothing felt heavy enough to matter. I wanted more than comfort. I wanted pressure. I wanted to find my limits, and then see what was left after I hit them. That's when I stopped drifting and started locking in. Clear goals, personal standards, training regimens I built myself, because excuses don't survive when you're the one setting the bar.
And somewhere along the way, it stopped being about fitness. It became about honesty. Taking a hard look at yourself when there's no audience, no validation. Testing who you really are when the plan falls apart and the unknown takes over. A reality check most people avoid because it doesn't lie.
After a deployment to Pakistan, I got an email. Short, vague, no unit name, no explanation, just an invitation to stop by a training event. So I went. It was clear this wasn't just training, it was an assessment. Selection, without calling itself selection. CQB runs that tested judgment under stress, breaching that punished hesitation. Hours of parachute jumps that blurred time and altitude into muscle memory. What stood out most wasn't the difficulty. It was the people, the instructors, the environment. Quiet professionals, no hype, no ego, just competence and expectation. I was so locked in, so absorbed, that I didn't realize days had passed. And somewhere between the exhaustion and the focus, a thought crept in. This feels different. Not like a field exercise, not like a box to check. Like I'd stepped into something that was quietly measuring everything I was, before deciding whether I belonged. I remember standing there at the end of assessment, body wrecked, mind raw. Days of being watched, measured, broken down to the smallest habits I didn't even know I had. No scores on the wall, no standards explained, just silence, and eyes that never blinked. They told us we were nearing the end of assessment. Not the finish, just the edge of something sharper. They said they wanted to move us forward, into the next phase. Every instructor spoke the same way, calm, clipped, deliberate. No motivation speeches, no congratulations, just facts. As I listened, something clicked. I'd heard this tone before, seen this posture. Men who didn't need to sell themselves because history already had. They were a mirror image of a unit I once crossed paths with in Pakistan. This unit worked out of a hangar that wasn't on any map, at an airfield no one talked about. No patches, no names. Just aircraft, steel doors, and missions that never made the news. Those were the guys you called when the situation was already bad, and getting worse. National missions. Standing there, listening to them speak, I realized something uncomfortable and clarifying at the same time. This wasn't about passing. It was about becoming useful at the highest level. And if they were willing to move us forward, it meant they saw the potential for us to one day stand where those men stood. Quiet professionals, called when it matters most.